Hi everyone, welcome back to another Make Up My Mind video. Today what I'm going to be doing for you is a 2-strand braid that is just tied up into a bun. When I wake up in the morning, I like the lowest possible maintenance hairstyle going. If I can spend an hour the night before straightening my hair or curling it just so I won't have to do it in the morning, I totally will. I want as much time in bed in the morning as possible. But I also like to look somewhat decent going into work. Maybe not like I was dragged through a hedge backwards, you know, with like fabulous makeup, but really terrible hair. So this is a really good braid for, just a braided bun for anyone who, you know, wants something as simple as a bun, keep the hair off your face, but might want to just take it up a little notch. And it's really simple to do, so it's dead handy. I found out how to do it a couple of years ago, and I'm delighted that I did because I use it pretty much every day in work. This is not my natural hair, this lovely little kink in the hair, this is not it. This is the afters of what happens when you have one of these buns in your hair. My hair is shocking, it's disgraceful, it's not straight and it's not curly and it's not that really cool beach wavy either. It's just this terrible mix of frizz and really weird waves and cow's licks and all these little sparse bits of hair around here. So this is something that will help with all that. It's just going to have a nice little chic little braid in the front and then just get it all tied up in a bun at the back. So we're going to do that today. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to section off 2 bits of my hair here at the front. So you just take about maybe an inch of hair from your crease down to around your ear. So maybe just something like that. You don't have to be too specific with this at all, or you know, kind of have it really like a proper fine line or anything. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. If, like me, you have a side crease in your hair, this braid is probably going to be smaller than this braid, but that's life. And it's just, you know, it makes it a little bit more interesting as well. So I'll section off another bit on this side as well. You can already see where I sectioned them off from earlier on today, and just had them up. So all you need for this is a hairbrush and a go-go or a bobbin or whatever we call them here. So just have one. So when I have those sectioned off, I'm just going to tie them up behind me here just so that I have them out of the way, because you don't want to get all your different hair pieces caught up in each other. So this is really simple. All you're going to do is, I'm going to start on the bigger braid here because it'll be easier to see, and then I'll do the smaller braid. You're going to take, at your crease, you're going to take a really small section, just like a little flap there. Little flap of hair, and then you're going to take another piece like that just in underneath it. So there we go. Now, so you just have 2 strands here. You've got the top one, which is strand 1, and then you got the bottom one, which is strand 2. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring strand 2, which is the underneath one, forward, up and back, and then you're going to grab it. So strand 2, which is on the bottom, is now on top, and strand 1, which is on the top, is now on underneath. And that's really the basics of this whole thing. So every time now you're going to take your underneath strand, you're going to add a tiny piece of hair to it. So something like that, smooth it out, and then you're going to bring that one down, forward, up and around. And then that has now become the top piece, and just keep smoothing it out. And you're just going to do this all the way down. The bigger the piece of hair that you have, the bigger the braid is going to be, and then the smaller piece that you grab, then the smaller and the tighter that your braid is going to be. You can do this really tight and really close to the hairline if you want, or you can do it really loose, or you can, you know, pull bits out and make it a bit messier. So you keep just grabbing that little section of hair from an underneath, pulling it forward, up and around, and that's it. And you keep going all the way down. I don't have very manageable hair, especially in the mornings. You know, I got a cow's lick up here, and I have all these weird little bits that are tucked in behind my ears, so that if I just have a regular bun, they're kind of poking out over the top of my ears to the side, and I end up looking like some weird kind of Krusty the Clown hybrid. But this is really good for just keeping all those little flyaways and all those little stray hairs in check. So when you get to the bottom, and when you've lifted out all of the pieces from that section that you took, you just twist the 2 strands then around each other, and you get that really nice braid effect without all that French braid hassle. I could never do French braids when I was young, ever. And I learned about 2 years, not even 2 years ago, about a year ago, I had to do them in my own hair, and I couldn't get enough of it. And then I went to cut my hair, and I cut it so short that I couldn't do them anymore, and I was absolutely disgusted then because like all this lovely practice had gone to waste. So when you have that done, you have it all braided down, just add that to your ponytail that you just have going at the back, and we're going to fix that in a moment. So you just add that to the ponytail, and it's just going to keep it out of the way while we do the other side, and then you'll be able to just throw it up in a bun. So we have this top section here on this side, and another little section in underneath. Do I have those divvied up properly? I do. There we go. Now, so I have my bottom strand and my top strand, so I'm going to bring my bottom one forward, up, and around the back. And I bring the one that was on top is now on underneath. And I'm going to add a little bit more here to that underneath one now. And we're going to bring that one up over the top and around. And then that one has become the top one. And you just keep going, just adding a little bit of hair each time. It's just such a really, it looks a bit complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'd have it done in maybe a minute or a minute and a half in the morning. Once you really, it's like muscle memory, your fingers just know how to do it without you even having to look. You wouldn't even need a mirror in the morning, and it's just a really nice low maintenance hairstyle. Then, you know, if you like a kind of a bun or something like that, but you know, the twist adds something a little bit chic. And then when you take it down in the night times, you get that little bit of kink in the front. So you just twist those around then, and you can have it in front of your ear, or you can tuck it behind your ear if you want. But when you have that final section done, you bring it around the back and you just grab all of them together like in a ponytail. I'll turn around here. You take out your bobbin, and then you just make your hair into a bun as normal. So I'm just going to smooth all these flyaway bits here. And then my hair is a little bit short for a bun now, so it might be a kind of a funny looking bun. So twist all that around. Just tie it up, hopefully it'll stay. There we go, I'm just covering the hair now, I'm like a shedding dog. And you can pin any little flyaway bits that you have. You can just get a little hairpin, clip them into place if you want. But there you have it. That's, you know, basically just a nice 2-strand braided bun. So really chic, really simple, and most importantly, really easy for first thing in the morning. So hopefully I'll have one of my friends coming in soon. She's going to show us a really cool chic hairstyle, just a little up style for us. And have a great evening, and I will see you soon for another Make Up My Mind video. Bye guys.